Before I begin, let me be clear. I'm not a qualified environmentalist, marine biologist, or dune scientist. I'm simply a passionate surfer with over 4 decades of experience in the water. I've written for surf magazines, and for more than 25 years I've been the local surf reporter for a national website. Following weather and wind patterns is second nature to me, and while I may not be an expert, I've been close enough to the truth most of the time. From where I stand now, Baggies Beach, the place of waves, is in trouble. When dunes are left to their natural cycles, they breathe. In winter, offshore winds strip sand from exposed dunes and send it into the sea, feeding sandbanks and shaping surf peaks. In summer, onshore winds rebuild those dunes. One year a dune is tall and grassed. The next, it shifts. That isn't damage, it's rhythm. Indigenous vegetation anchors dunes without choking them. True rehabilitation means fencing off for regrowth, protecting native plants, and letting sand move freely. What we've seen since the so-called rehabilitation began tells another story. Instead of careful restoration, alien trees, brush, and debris were dumped onto dunes. Dense mats of waste now trap the sand, cutting off its natural flow. Paths once used respectfully by surfers and locals are fenced off. And with the sand cycle broken, the surf has collapsed. The famous Baggies peaks have flattened into gutters, and the shore break that once defined this coast hasn't returned for 3 years. This isn't rehabilitation, it's suffocation. Before 2022, every winter brought offshore winds that reshaped the dunes and fed reliable sandbanks. In 2022, large areas were fenced and buried under alien material. By 2023 and 2024, surf quality declined dramatically. Fewer surfable days, more gutters, and blocked access. And now, in 2025, for the first time in over 40 years, Baggies Beach went through an entire winter without a single surfable day. The pattern suggests this wasn't about ecology, it was about convenience. Sand drifting across the coastal road was seen as a nuisance, so the dunes were choked to keep the road clear and properties comfortable. Self-gain replaced stewardship. The result, a suffocated coastline and a lifeless surf zone. My mother once lived where Warnadoon Flats now stand. To reach the beach, she had to climb a dune and drop down onto the sand. That dune system was alive. It was the beach itself. Now, in its place, are parking bays and tar roads. What was once a breathing landscape has been paved and barricaded. Rehabilitation restores natural processes. Suffocation buries them for human convenience. Surfers, locals, and beachgoers have all witnessed the difference. When the dunes were free, the surf thrived. Now that they're smothered, the waves, like the dunes, are dead. Surf is more than recreation. It's the pulse of this coast. If Baggies, the place of waves, can be silenced by mismanaged rehabilitation, we've lost more than surf. We've lost part of our heritage. I'm not here to argue, only to share what I've seen. 4 decades of proof that when dunes can breathe, so can the ocean. When they're suffocated, everything flattens. Dunes, waves, and the spirit of a beach once alive. The question now is simple. Do we keep choosing short-term convenience, or do we find a way to let the dunes and the waves breathe again? Before we fade out, I'd like to extend an open invitation. I'm genuinely interested in hearing from those responsible for this project and understanding their honest reasons for why it went ahead. I'd also like to hear from others who may see things differently to how I do, as well as from those who share my concerns. Thank you for taking the time to watch and listen to something I feel truly needs to be addressed. To save the dunes and to save a place we all love, Baggies Beach, and the reason we love our beach so much.